The 1970s produced some of cinema's most innovative sci-fi films, but audiences weren't always ready for their radical visions. These 10 movies bombed at the box office, dismissed by critics and ignored by mainstream viewers. Time proved them prophetic masterpieces that influenced generations of filmmakers and gained devoted cult followings. Logans Run, 1976. Michael Anderson's dystopian thriller earned $25 million against its $9 million budget, but was considered a disappointment compared to Star Wars' massive success. Critics dismissed it as shallow spectacle, missing its prescient themes about youth culture and mandatory death. The film's vision of a hedonistic society where people die at 30 to prevent overpopulation feels remarkably relevant in our age-obsessed culture. Michael York and Jenny Agutter's escape from this controlled paradise provides thrilling adventure with meaningful subtext. The Academy Award-winning special effects showcase impressive miniature work and early holographic technology. The domed city sequences and crystal palm implants create believable future technology through practical craftsmanship. Cable television and home video transformed Logans Run into a cult classic, as audiences discovered its deeper themes about conformity, aging, and social control. The film's influence on later dystopian movies proves it's ahead of its time vision. The movie's rehabilitation demonstrates how sci-fi films often require time for audiences to appreciate their prophetic warnings about social trends and technological dangers that seemed impossible during their original release. The Man Who Fell to Earth, 1976.
Help me.
From what?
Nicholas Roeg's surreal alien visitor drama earned only $100,000 in its initial U.S. release despite David Bowie's starring role. American audiences found the fragmented narrative and art house approach completely impenetrable. Bowie's otherworldly presence perfectly suits Thomas Jerome Newton, an alien trying to save his dying planet through Earth technology. His gradual corruption by human vices creates haunting allegory about innocence lost. Roeg's non-linear editing and striking imagery create dreamlike atmosphere that mirrors Newton's alien perspective. The film's unconventional structure challenged audiences expecting traditional narrative progression. The movie's themes about environmental destruction, corporate greed, and cultural decay feel remarkably contemporary. Roeg's warnings about capitalism's corrupting influence on pure intentions resonate strongly today. Midnight movie screenings and critical reevaluation transformed the film into an art house classic. Its influence on later alien visitor movies and experimental cinema proves that challenging sci-fi can find appreciative audiences when given proper time and context. Phase 4, 1974. Saul Bass's Ecological Horror earned just $1 million against its $1.5 million budget, as audiences expecting monster thrills found contemplative ant documentary instead. Critics didn't understand Bass's graphic design approach to narrative filmmaking. The film follows scientists studying hyper-intelligent ants who begin systematically eliminating human presence from the Arizona desert. Bass's macro photography creates genuinely alien perspective that treats insects as advanced civilization. The movie's environmental themes about nature reclaiming dominance from human civilization feel urgently relevant in our climate crisis era. The ants represent intelligence that humans cannot understand or control. Bass's background in graphic design created unique visual sequences that prioritize atmosphere over action. The film's deliberate pacing and minimal dialogue frustrated audiences expecting conventional monster movie thrills. Home video discovery and film preservation efforts revealed Bass's lost ending, which showed complete human subjugation to ant intelligence. The director's uncompromising vision found appreciation among viewers seeking genuine artistic innovation in genre filmmaking. The Omega Man, 1971. Boris Sagal's post-apocalyptic thriller earned $4.1 million against its $2 million budget, but critics dismissed it as inferior to the original novel and previous adaptations. Audiences found Charlton Heston's performance overwrought. The film follows the sole survivor of biological warfare that transforms humanity into light-sensitive mutants. Heston's isolation in empty Los Angeles creates genuine atmosphere of civilizational collapse. The movie's exploration of racial dynamics, scientific responsibility, and survival psychology feels remarkably relevant after recent pandemic experiences. Heston's character maintains sanity through routine and purpose. The practical locations of deserted Los Angeles create authentic post-apocalyptic atmosphere that expensive productions rarely achieve. The film's low-budget realism makes the devastation feel genuinely threatening. Cable television and home video transformed The Omega Man into a beloved classic as audiences appreciated its themes about isolation, paranoia, and social breakdown. The film's influence on later post-apocalyptic movies demonstrates lasting appeal. Zardaz, 1974. John Boorman's post-apocalyptic epic earned $1.8 million against its $1.57 million budget, but was universally ridiculed for Sean Connery's red diaper costume and pretentious dialogue. Critics savaged its philosophical ambitions. The film's exploration of immortality, class warfare, and social stagnation through surreal imagery creates unique dystopian vision. Connery's Zed infiltrates an immortal society to discover their terrible secret about eternal life's meaninglessness. Boorman's visual imagination mixes classical architecture with psychedelic imagery, creating distinctive aesthetic that influenced later post-apocalyptic films. The production design suggests advanced civilization in decay. The movie's themes about wealth inequality, technological dependence, and spiritual emptiness feel remarkably contemporary. Boorman's critique of privileged elites resonates in our current economic climate. Cult movie appreciation and academic study revealed the film's sophisticated themes beneath its notorious surface elements. Zardaz's influence on later philosophical sci-fi proves that ambitious failure often achieves more lasting impact than safe success. THX 1138, 1971.
Evacuation from cell 94107.
George Lucas's debut feature earned only $2.4 million against its $777,000 budget, with Warner Brothers executives completely baffled by its abstract storytelling and minimalist design. Audiences found the sterile atmosphere alienating. The film creates a believable dystopian future where emotions are suppressed through mandatory drugs and constant surveillance. Robert Duvall's powerful performance drives this meditation on conformity and control. The white, minimalist production design influenced everything from The Matrix to modern Apple stores. Lucas created convincing future society through practical locations and innovative sound design. The movie's themes about surveillance states, pharmaceutical control, and technological dehumanization feel remarkably prescient in our current era. Lucas anticipated concerns about privacy and corporate manipulation. Film school screenings and critical reevaluation established THX 1138 as Lucas's most sophisticated artistic statement. The film's influence on cyberpunk and dystopian cinema proves that personal vision can triumph over commercial considerations. Dark Star, 1974. John Carpenter's $60,000 debut earned minimal theatrical revenue as distributors didn't understand its blend of existential comedy and space horror. Critics dismissed it as amateur filmmaking. The film follows astronauts on a mission to destroy unstable planets, gradually losing sanity through boredom and isolation. Dan O'Bannon's screenplay balances absurdist humor with genuine cosmic terror. The famous sequence where Doolittle philosophically debates with a talking bomb epitomizes the film's approach to existential themes through dark comedy. The low-budget creativity overcomes technical limitations. Carpenter's direction showcases incredible imagination within severe budget constraints. The lived-in spacecraft and practical effects create authentic space travel atmosphere. Midnight movie circuits and film festival screenings transformed Dark Star into a cult classic. Its influence on Alien and later space horror proves that innovative concepts matter more than expensive production values. Fantastic Planet, 1973. René Laloux's animated masterpiece earned minimal U.S. revenue, as American audiences weren't prepared for European art animation tackling serious science fiction themes. Distributors couldn't market its unique vision. The film presents humans as pets to giant blue aliens on a distant world, creating powerful allegory about oppression, education, and liberation. The surreal imagery operates on subconscious levels. The distinctive animation technique using cutout figures creates fluid movement that feels both primitive and sophisticated. Roland Topor's art design brings impossible alien landscapes to vivid life. The movie's themes about colonialism, social revolution, and educational awakening work on multiple interpretive levels. The humans' gradual liberation parallels real social justice movements. Art house theaters and animation festivals established Fantastic Planet as a masterpiece of speculative animation. Its influence on later animated sci-fi proves that challenging content can find devoted audiences. World on a Wire, 1973.
Just see what the boys
Rainer Werner Fassbinder's 3.5-hour epic about virtual reality earned no U.S. theatrical release until decades later. German audiences found its length and philosophical complexity challenging. The film explores computer simulations containing conscious beings, anticipating the Matrix by 25 years. A scientist discovers his world might be artificial, leading to existential crisis. Fassbinder's direction emphasizes mirrors, reflections, and surveillance, creating visual metaphors for reality's uncertain nature. The production design suggests advanced technology through elegant minimalism. The movie's exploration of memory, identity, and consciousness influences later works from Blade Runner to Inception. The philosophical depth challenges audiences to question reality's nature. Film preservation and restoration efforts introduced World on a Wire to international audiences who recognized its prescient vision of digital culture. The film's influence on simulation theory and virtual reality proves its prophetic power. Solaris, 1972. Andrei Tarkovsky's space-based psychological drama earned minimal Western revenue as audiences expecting action found meditative philosophy instead. Critics compared it unfavorably to 2001, A Space Odyssey. The film follows psychologist Chris Kelvin investigating a sentient planet that materializes visitors' memories. Tarkovsky creates deeply human alternative to technological space opera through emotional storytelling. The movie's exploration of memory, grief, and human connection feels more relevant than ever in our digital age. Kelvin's confrontation with his deceased wife raises profound questions about love and identity. Tarkovsky's direction emphasizes natural imagery and contemplative pacing, creating meditative experience that prioritizes emotional depth over spectacle. The long takes require patience but reward careful attention. Art house theaters and film festivals established Solaris as a masterpiece of philosophical sci-fi. Its influence on thoughtful space cinema proves that challenging narratives can achieve lasting artistic impact when audiences develop appreciation for complex storytelling. These prophetic failures prove that audiences often need time to appreciate radical visions. Each film found devoted cult followings that recognize their innovative genius. Which misunderstood masterpiece deserves your discovery? Subscribe for more overlooked cinema gems.